You have a very important event coming up in July, and it involves shamanism from Siberia. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Okay, it is 14 years that I'm going to Siberia, and I'm writing about shamans, legends and stories about shamanism. And I realized that around the world there's a lot of tourism looking for exotic things. And I thought, why not to promote something respectful of a religious and an identity, cultural identity, of a special place in the world, which is poor, which has no resources. So I decided 1 year ago to propose to the Academy of Art and Culture in Siberia to organize a workshop on Lake Baikal with real shamans. And the Academy, why the Academy and why Baikal Lake? Simply because the Academy is the place in Siberia where they preserve all the native cultures, traditions and religions. In Siberia there are 150 languages, a huge amount of ethnic groups, so they preserve all of them. Dancing, singing, clothes, instruments and religious, of course, and differences between religions. So I proposed to them to organize something like that with the main and most important anthropologist working in the Academy. And of course involving real shamans, especially Nadia Stepanova, which is considered the holiest shaman in Siberia. And why Lake Baikal? Because Lake Baikal is considered by all the people, all the groups living around the lake, as the holiest place in the world, the mother of the world. Lake Baikal is 600 kilometers long, 80 kilometers wide, 1,800 meters deep, and it is such a magic and strong point and place that an event like a workshop about shamanism on Lake Baikal with 4 or 5 different practices held on the river of the lake has the best influence on the people, and it is the most important things that can be organized. Normally, only very, very few events are happening on lake rivers because all the people in Siberia, they respect the lake and they don't do things, noisy things, they don't dance or make songs because they think that the spirit of the lake doesn't want noise, doesn't like noise. And they say that this is why the fish, they don't speak. So it will be something very intimate, very strong and spiritual. Of course, I could not organize something without involving the shamans living on the Lake Baikal, because they are preserving very ancient tradition, those that even the Academy and Nadia Stepanova sometimes are not able to record and to preserve. So this event will be recorded by professionists, movie makers, and because it will be a unique moment. There won't be any other workshop afterwards, and there wasn't any before. The workshop has a very, very crowded program. Every day there will be some lessons and explanation about costumes, shamans, because every detailed costume has a special meaning and it refers a special kind of spirit group or clan. There will be the singing of the shamans, how they pray through singings. There will be the music and the instruments of shamans. And there will be also the objects they use during rituals. And there will be rituals and training about shamans' rituals for the spirit of 4 directions, the spirit of the water, to the spirit of the fire, the sky, and the eternal blue sky, which is God for them. And this workshop will keep the persons to get deeper, concretely, into a religious, which is not a folkloristic event. It's just an event to get a closer attitude to spirituality and to the parallel world around us.
It sounds incredible and magical and one of a kind. How do people reach you?
How can reach me? No, in the practical way, through the web and through email. In another way, the only way, I am just a mediator to this event.
Mm-hmm.
I felt I have to organize it to promote something beyond the images that mass media are providing about shamanism, and something more concrete than video documentary movies, which they are always a selection of things, and they don't respect 100% of what is the reality, because they try to hide a way which sometimes cannot be considered adaptable to our cultural system. So what will be there will be a real participation and not look at something behind the screen.
And this is open for everyone?
It is open for everyone, ready to have a respectful attitude towards a religious, towards a culture, and ready to learn and to appreciate something which is not for tourists.
Well, you're making registrations now.
Well, in the next 2 months, we will accept people that are willingly to participate to this workshop. After that, we will close as a deadline, and we will see if we will have at least 40 persons. We will keep on the workshop.
So you're closing in the beginning of April?
Yeah.
And people can register online?
They can send an email and ask information, then they can just send some money in advance just to confirm their registration. And they need to send me, of course, a copy of the passports and their data, because to participate they need a special invitation by the Academy. It's not possible to freely travel in Russia. You need to be invited.
Good point.
You need to be invited, and you need to also to send your invitation to the embassy, Russian embassy in your country, to get the visa on your passport.
So it's very important not to delay, to make a decision and contact you at, what are the call letters, at the workshop website or your email? I think the best way to go is with www.spmir.org/workshop. Ciao.
Ciao.